The OWCS Finals are here, and it's the last OWCS event of the year, of course. That means it's prediction time, most likely last time this year. So with no further ado, let's start with the teams who made it here. We have Team Falcons, who won Asia Stage 2. We also have Crazy Raccoon, the Asia Stage 2 runner-ups. We have the Toronto Defiant, the winner of NA Stage 4. Space Station Gaming, the winner of EMEA Stage 4. ENS, the number 1 in circuit points EMEA. Nightmare, number 1 in circuit points NA. Twisted Minds, the number 2 circuit points EMEA. And Energy Shock, number 2 circuit points NA. We actually do have a pretty good collection of teams here. All of these teams have performed really well this year. So, who wins this one? Well, answering this question makes this tournament kinda boring, because I would say Crazy Raccoon and Team Falcons are pretty much the only ones competing for the first place. Because as the Korean teams here, they are just better than the rest. The more interesting part is to see how NA and EMEA do against each other. By the way, I have no idea what the meta will be. We will see what it is and what teams play when we actually see them play. So this is the bracket. Let's start predicting the matches. These first round matches are first to two. They are mostly not that interesting. Falcons should be able to 2-0 Twisted Minds no matter the meta. They are just the better team by far. Nightmare can likely compete against SSG, and I think they can take a map from them, but SSG should take the win. The Raccoons should beat Energy 2-0 without much issue, and Toronto should be able to beat ENS. This last match will likely be the closest one we have this round, and this one has the most upset potential, I would say. So this is 2-1 Toronto. The first round of the lower bracket should be interesting. These matches are first to 3. I think Nightmare will take this one. In stage 4, they were competitive against Toronto, while Twisted Mind didn't look as good. I don't think this is a stomp. I think this will be pretty close, but Nightmare should take it 3-1. When these two played last time, it was in the Dallas Major, where it was a 3-0, but they have gotten a lot better. But ENS are no easy team to beat. This match might depend on the meta, but at the end of the day, I think ENS should take this in 4 maps. In the upper bracket round 2, we have SSG and Falcons. SSG are a good team, but Falcons are just out of their league, unless the meta greatly favors SSG. I think this will end in a 3-0 for Falcons. We also have Toronto vs Crazy Raccoon. We have seen this matchup more than once this year. In the Dallas Major, which ended in a 3-0, and in the EWC Finals, which ended 4-1 Raccoon. This matchup has been pretty one-sided, and until Toronto proved me wrong, it's not likely changing. So, 3-0 Raccoon. So, for the second lower bracket round, we have our finals matchups for both NA and EMEA Stage 4. These two had close games in Stage 4. Most people would say that Toronto takes this since they won all 4 stages in NA. If you think that, you are probably correct. I'm saving my hot takes for later. I think Toronto takes this in 4 maps, but I think Nightmare will make it competitive. ENS and SSG. These two are the top 2 EMEA teams, and they will play each other for one last time, at least for this year. Who knows what happens next year. But who takes it? Most would probably say SSG, and I won't blame you if you do say that. They have taken the W more times than ENS, and they won last time. I think this matchup is kind of meta dependent, and I don't know what the teams will play in the finals. SSG are the safer pick, but I'm going with ENS. I think they can win this time. Will I be horribly wrong? Possibly, but I think they will get their revenge from the Stage 4 finals. I think ENS take it 3-2. If my predictions are correct so far, In the lower bracket semis, we will have ENS and Toronto rematch. In the first round, I predicted the Defiant to win, even though last time these two played in the Dallas Major, ENS took the W. In this event, I think Toronto overall are the better team. Toronto are also more versatile and should be good or at least okay in any meta. They are the better team in more scenarios. The only way ENS wins is probably in an ideal meta for them, so I think Toronto takes this 3-1. And back to the upper bracket. We have the greatest rivalry of the season between the two title favorites. They are matching up once again. Falcons versus Crazy Raccoon. These two have played each other multiple times during this season. These matchups tend to be close and very entertaining. The Raccoons have won most of the time, but in their last encounter, Falcons took the W. So who wins this time? I think Raccoon get their revenge and win this in 5 maps. This was really brief because this match doesn't really matter that much, and spoiler alert, these two will likely play in the finals, so. And the lower bracket finals. Competing for the second grand final spot are Falcons and Toronto. These two haven't played each other this season, so that could make this interesting. But most likely the match is not that interesting, to be honest. The Falcons should take this one because Toronto, like, they are jacks of all trades, so they can play pretty much everything, but aren't the best at anything. Falcons, on the other hand, are also really good at a lot of stuff and even great at most things, and in a lot of the matchups, they are the better team. And Falcons should just take this one. This match could be a stomp or a really close series. Who knows? But I'm giving Toronto a map. So Falcons take this one 3-1. And last, but most likely not least, we have the final match of OWCS this year. The Grand Finals. The winners will become the first OWCS champions. Will it be Team Falcons or Crazy Raccoon? Let's figure it out. So who takes this one? Falcons were the preseason favorites, who were predicted to win everything. But then came Crazy Raccoon, who had decent expectations, but they were not expected to be the number one team. But time and time again, the Raccoons have beaten the Falcons. Will it happen once more? This match could honestly go either way. But recently, Falcons have done better against the Raccoons. In their last 3 matches, Falcons won 2, but like I said, these two are really close to each other, at least at the moment. It might also depend on the meta. They are both really good at most stuff, but if certain things are the meta, then the other team is favored. Like for example, if Wrecking Ball is the meta, then the Raccoons are definitely favored, but if it's a double flex DPS meta, then Falcons are favored, and so on. I don't know who to pick. The Raccoons have actually won international events this year, so I think they will be able to do it again. I'm going with Crazy Raccoon. They have been the better team more often, but I think the final will be really close. I'm predicting 4-3 Crazy Raccoon. Well, these were my predictions, and this is the final bracket once more. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments. I think I made a decent bracket, but we will see that very soon. See you in the next one. Goodbye.